So we got in pretty late last night. Looked out the window. That's our view. Pretty nice.
So we have a goal to hit all the national parks in the United States. And this year the in-laws took us to Zion out in Utah. We also went to Bryce, but this video is about Zion.
It's our hot tub, and there's a little hill outside our room. Zion is a pretty crappy place, I guess. I mean, it's just some rocks and some trees. Some clouds. It's cloudy. What the hell?
Alright, time to get the drone out. Now, you can't fly drones in national parks. That's a big no-no. But where I'm staying at the Cable Mountain Lodge, there's drones allowed because we're right outside the national park. We're right at the entrance to Zion National Park, as a matter of fact. So I was tagging along with my mother and father-in-law, and we appreciate getting to do that because the views were pretty good. And it's time for us to get into the park. Now, you ride shuttles during the summer, so you had to pay and get on the shuttle. We're on the shuttle trail.
Because we can't go to the upper pool.
It's an eighth of a mile, heavily trafficked.
Who needs to leave the shuttle stop?
So we've added one to our trail review. It also has chains, just like Angel's Landing, for safety. The shuttle trail has been amazing so far. We really just wanted to get on some real trails, though. We had 3 days in Zion, and this was the 6th day of our family vacation. So we had about 2.5 days in Zion because we had gone other places in Utah, and we tried to pack as much as we could get done in that trip as possible. So the things we did and the things we're going to talk about in this video are Lower Emerald Pools Trail. We went to Big Bend, Weeping Rock, Paros Trail, the Narrows hike. It was huge and awesome. And then we drove through the tunnel and we did some swimming. And right about this point in the shuttle ride, that's when you can't really drive anymore into the park. So you're basically, during the summer, during peak summer visiting hours, if you want to go up into the park, past a certain point, you're on a shuttle. We will definitely be going back to Zion. There were some things that are closed, and there's almost always things that are closed at Zion. So the Upper Emerald Pools Trail was closed. The Hidden Canyon and the observation point at Stop 7 was closed, and Kayenta Trail was closed on Stop 6. We did not have time to do Angel's Landing. I really wanted to do that at Stop 6. We just could not fit it in. And then the Canyon Overlook Trail and the Watchman Trail, we wanted to do those as well. And then there were other things that we think we missed, and there's probably all kind of things that we missed that we don't even know about. I wanted to go to the museum. I wanted to ride the bike up this road, which you could do. I wanted to go on other trails, camp in the park. Definitely wanted to go stargazing because it's supposed to be beautiful out there. And then there's other areas of the park besides this main area like Kolob Canyon that we'd like to go to. If we missed anything else on the list, tell us, because we are going to go back to Zion and hopefully spend a freaking month there.
That's pretty.
Small problem here with this upper trail. You can kind of see most of the trail is laying down here now. What's crazy is there's literally like 1,000-foot cliff right above us. Just nuts. So you can kind of see that's the bigger of the two waterfalls right there. We'll walk under that.
so different.
Yeah, it's
You know what
crazy.
I'm
Let's go walk under the waterfall. Coolest spot in the place right here. One problem I'm having is I'm so busy looking up and around that I keep running into people, which I'm sure they appreciate. Everybody's generally understanding about this, I guess, because I guess that's what everybody's doing. It's a hazard. It's one of the hazards of the national parks, I guess. Hey, what's going on over there, sir? What's happening over there, sir?
Does it feel good?
We got a whiteout conditions.
I guess we're not even paying attention to our son drowning.
This is my beautiful princess. Let's take her picture.
It looks like when you see like a seal or an otter and they come around the corner in the zoo.
They're smiling.
Keep going. Go to the visitor center. We'll meet you there.
Yo, we should have a race from there all the way up to that pole.
So after a hike, definitely do that. Go swimming. Especially if it's hot.
I think that's pretty.
I tried to get the boys to say this looked like Thunder Mountain Railroad, and they were like, no.
It does, Jane. I agree.
I mean, that's insane.
It's
Basically,
beautiful.
looking straight up.
That's just impressive.
Let's hike down to the river. So there are 9 bus stops, trolley stops that you ride to. It's the 8th stop. And this is the first time we got off a bus. I mean, it just drops you off. There's really nothing else to do on here except hike down this little trail and go to the river. But this was the first stop we got off on where literally jaw-dropping view. I mean, you saw. It's just crazy how tall, and you're just surrounded by these gigantic cliffs. It was pretty interesting. And then you hike down to the river, and then we spent some time down in the river. It's an eternity pool. Oh no, an infinity pool, sorry. I mean, either works.
That's all you can do. It's easy to walk up.
No, right there.
It's a little bitty one.
Don't hurt it. It's coming right for you. What is it?
Oh, it's Max. It's right at you.
Max, look out!
Get up, get up.
Does this rock make you want to cry? I'm weeping. The rock is weeping. Looks like it's raining. It's not raining.
Really up close and personal, isn't it?
And then it has all these ferns growing on it. So you can kind of see the...
Ready to go back down, I guess?
Do you guys want to come back? Sure. I want to come back. Yeah. Do you guys want to come back? Wait, pizza? Pizza. Next time.
Go with mommy, go with mommy. Thank you, mommy. Tap mo yung paligid ko ah. May iba yung ano, yung background. Anong pinipindot? Saan yung malabo? Ay mo na dalawa?
There.
Just the Dean family hike. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Maxie. He's not talking.
Stop.
This is the best day ever.
Yeah, it is.
Dean family hike.
Just the
We've done
Dean.
some-
Just the Deans. We're bringing it.
We've done some fun things today.
But this is probably a highlight, right, Max?
And he likes to be with us.
He's highlighting it. He's highlighting it. Yes. It's a pretty good hike.
Yes, the ones you blow.
I like walking
Yeah,
on
the ones you
paved
blow the
paths,
weed.
but they're at a level,
Yeah,
but still having a giant wilderness next to
like
me.
cotton.
It's pretty good. I call it a win. Where are we going? Mexican restaurant. Who's going? Everybody. Cameron and George are not going. Everybody else is going. We've been out. We've been out looking at the arch that the man was standing on in Pops' film. That's where we came from. Rosita's Santa Fe. Sweet shoes. Nice.
It's slightly early. I'm gonna get
Hot.
parking.
How far are you going, Miles?
All the way.
He's swimming upstream. Let's do an interview. I'm filming live right now. Let's get some live reaction.
We're gonna die. I can't climb a slick rock.
Climb that tree.
Climb that tree at a break. I weigh too much. What?
So this is like the first little stop, the falls. They're right there.
That's true.
And then I need to get our little map out and
What's the
see.
bend he was talking about?
Right here. We stopped to eat lunch. All right. Pretty crazy. What do you think, Max? What are you doing? Why is Mama eating? Come on, Mama.
What's over there?
What do you think of this place?
I like it. I just don't want to get caught back here. It's getting to be the afternoon.
We are not
still
going to get
have-
caught.
We still have a while back. At least 2 hours back.
Nope. It's shorter to go back. It gets so narrow up here. Come look. Come look at this.
You know how much further it goes?
It's not very far. You're at the junction. It's just right around this corner. Absolutely crazy hike. I mean, when you come up to Wall Street up here, like right here, when you're coming up to that, after that long hike, and you come around the corner and you see this, just insane. It's a lot faster going down too than it was going up. So we hiked all the way to the canyon where there's the junction between the two canyons. So you get right to the end of Wall Street, and that's where we stopped. Now we didn't go any further really because we're all kind of freaked out about flash floods, because it's a 40% chance of rain this afternoon, and we don't want to be hanging around during all that. So we're turning around and going back. And it's been nerve-wracking almost all day, because they mentioned death a few times when I talked to the rangers, that's always fun to hear. Give me your real-time thoughts, Max. What are you thinking? Coolest hike you've ever been on?
Yeah.
Of course it is. Under a tree. Oh. You're doing great, Mama. Mom's been more worried than the rest of us about flash flood deaths. She wants to not die until she sees grandchildren, and I've heard a wedding. She wants to see a wedding.
100.
She'd like to live to 100. We can do all that, I guess. So like this is the kind of the entrance to Wall Street. I'm gonna stop and shoot 2 pictures here. Y'all go ahead. So that's like a little slot that comes way down. And I'm sure water gushes down through there. And this is where they were swimming through this little turn before. This is Emily. She packs light for trips. I mean, she's very safe, conscious of safety and being prepared. It's important.
I almost drowned a couple of times. So, I mean,
So the boys are going to swim this again. It took like took 2 hours to get through here before. Crazy high. Just nuts. Deep. So this was this is where we lost Jane in Georgia, and it's also where I started to wet my pants a little bit about the flood, flash flood, because there's nowhere to go. Let's go.
I better get moving. My kids are way ahead of me now.
I know.
And we were starting to hear thunder. So we're glad we're going out and not in. Turn the afterburners on because I got left behind. And we're done. We're done with the river part. This is back onto the little trail. We made it back without dying, Mom.
Well, it's thundering, so we're not in the clear.
We're clear. We're up on high ground. We're not down there. Oh Lord. Oh my Lord.
You gotta cover it all, bro. You can't
Possibility of lightning.
sugarcoat it.
We're not sugarcoating anything around this place because there's lightning. We've somehow made it through without drowning. What other?
Barely.
Don't forget those crow attacks.
Oh yes, they were warning us.
Yeah.
Never
Crows could
take
attack.
a crow's warning lightly. Get out.
What do you? Was that your? How does that rank on your all-time hike list? You did knock
It's
off
2.
Bryce.
No, Bryce is 1.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Bryce Canyon still number 1. That one was.
It was just amazing in different ways.
It's pretty cool.
Is your bag just broke, baby?
It's definitely top 5.
I think it just broke.
Probably top 1 or 2. I don't know. This is where it gets hard. You got to make your list. Oh.
Das kann doch nicht sein! Was ist das?
That boy. That was the lady who was screaming, and she is mad. I mean, she's been frantic like that for a quarter of a mile.
Yeah.
Half a mile? I don't know.
I don't know why she came this way and then back that way.
All right. Darn good hike. Tired as crap. Pardon my French. I think she was actually speaking German. But anyway, see how this is cleared out? they said there was a rock slide from up there to down here. And let's just walk right under that. It's probably nothing. Anyway, I'm out of here. That's crazy. You could care less if we're here. So we actually did good because we're coming out to the shuttle and it's raining and thunder. So if we were gonna die, this would have been the time, and now we're done. So that's good. After all that hiking, we were pretty tuckered out, so we decided we still wanted to see things, so we went for a little afternoon drive. Now, Zion was awesome, and we've been to 8 of our national parks. Like I said, our goal is to see them all. I think there's like 60 of them total. We went to Bryce and Zion on this trip while we were in the neighborhood, and it's a toss-up as to which one was best. We really liked Bryce, but I'll be honest, Zion was probably of the two the better park. Where are we?
The entrance to Zion.
We got to get our picture with the sign. There's our hotel, the lodge. Now we're gonna do a picture with the sign.
Or tree resin.
Sticky rice.
Tree resin. What was the question? Sorry. I was looking for ice cream.
We're doing trivia.
What was the binder used to build the Great Wall of China?
What are choices? Animal fat?
You're skipping
Animal
me.
fat, sticky rice, tree resin, or beer.
Joey kind of wants to treat me like that.
Nipples.
What did y'all say?
Sticky
The
rice.
copper guy over there.
For the Great Wall of
Who
China?
doesn't want to?
Sticky rice.
Seriously?
All the others have been found in medieval European buildings.
Hey, Cameron, will you move your hand, please? Oh yeah.
Joey!
Oh yeah.
No,
They're gonna be shiny like that man. Okay, so I basically just hiked to the top of the world. It was grueling, took a long time. But when you reach the pinnacle like this, in a place like this, I mean, it's pretty awesome. Far from civilization, the niceties of life. I mean, I've been basically out in the woods all morning. I got up at, it was probably about 3 in the morning I got up this morning. Been hiking all morning up into the mountains. There's basically no civilization anywhere. It's just not for everybody, I'll be honest. Some people couldn't do this, you know. They need things like hotels and, you know, places to eat. Nah, not me. Nope. No way. Just me in the wilderness. You know, that's what I'm after. Me in the wilderness. 360 degrees of nothing but me in the wilderness. That's what I'm after. That's what makes me happy. I made pretty good time coming out of the wilderness. It was, what, 3 to 10 in. Made it back in 30 minutes. Packed the car.
What are you talking about?
The wilderness hike I took this morning, where I climbed the top of a mountain. Got up at 3, remember?
No, you didn't, because we were gonna get up at 6, leave for a 6:30 hike, and
No,
you said no.
she's mistaken. She knows good and well. I got up at 3 this morning, went to the top of a mountain, shot some video. Was nowhere near where we're staying.
Joey, that was way after breakfast. You had to go to breakfast at a restaurant.
No. She doesn't understand my wilderness lifestyle, obviously.
What? At a restaurant? That's how wild and wilderness you get.
I was in the wilderness all morning. Obviously, I have video to prove it. Hiked up a mountain. Now we're back in town and we're gonna go.
Is that
The other thing we're doing in Zion today is swimming at this waterfall. We wanted to do it the other day, but we just ran out of time. Let's go! Hold on. Alright, who are you? How old are you, Maxie? You wanna go? Yeah, go ahead. I'll film you all. Go, Cameron. It's kind of a little scary. That's fun. Very surprised. It like racked me as I went by it. All right, good job, boys. Go. Yeah. Last word. Anything good to say? Cowabunga! Huh? Go ahead. I'll come behind you. Don't drag me off like Tom Brady. What? Hey, 0 heads! Ah! Ooh, it's cold. She's checking us into our flight. She wants him A's. Maxie, don't get swept away. No, Miles. Come back, Miles. Don't die. Oh, showing out, swimming against the current. It's pretty good. We're going.
Las Vegas.
Who's with us?
Maxie.
I'm Maxie.
At the casino.
He says he's going clubbing.
He's going to the casino and going to the clubs.
It's in not our kind of town. Should be interesting.
We ate at the business spur. It was really good.
So good. I don't think we had one bad meal while we were here.
Okay, well, this is Springdale. And that Bid and Spur had a tamale that had been on the menu for 30 years. So it was pretty good. And then this is where we ate dinner.
So good.
At this little place, Rosita's. Next stop, Las Vegas, Nevada. Time change, scenery change, hotel change. Then we fly home tomorrow.